Oh, we're already back on me. We're not starting yet. Hang tight. Let's get ready to rumble. Alright, should be good to go. Should be good to go. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what is going on, my party people? Y'all doing alright tonight? I'm doing great. Wanna know why I'm doing great? Because we got a clan board tonight. So, Junior is actually going to be our party leader. Moon goes first. He's ready. Okay. Clan board gonna be sick. You're damn right. So I don't know what kind of roster these guys are putting forward. I don't know a lot of the specifics that were agreed upon, but I do know that we've got a few GMs playing tonight, and they may have a few GMs playing as well. I know they've got a few Master 1 players. I also just realized that doesn't need to switch yet, so you guys couldn't see me talking. I'm gonna do this shit manually tonight. Dedication. See if we can get these guys to agree. I need clan, I don't need this, I need party. Party is what I need. What's going on? Come on. I don't know if they're gonna remake it or not. I mean, I'm not the party leader. I can't really dictate anything. It would be nice if I could get some overlays. We gonna get some music? We can get some music. What kind of music you guys want to listen to tonight? I can do some like generic, no copyright sounds shit. If you guys are cool with that. Holy shit, that is loud. Let me guys know. Let me know how the audio is here. Am I too loud or is the music too loud? Where are we sitting at? We'll keep it about right there. If it's too quiet, I guess we're not getting the remake for the WCS. Yeah, I guess we're not. I guess I'm not getting the overlay. So we're gonna be counting drones today. Whenever we see some shit die. What's going on, guys? Limit Junior, Father Fresh saying Shunks is shit. I don't know who Shunks is, but he just got you know, shut down. Sassy Kitty in the chat. A little bit of everybody. Oh, spawning down here in the bottom right hand corner representing Eternal Dreamers, we do have Krillmon, our green Zerg player. And spawning up here in the top, you guys can't see the stream. I said I was doing this manually tonight, so I'm probably gonna slip every once in a while. There we go. And spawning up here in the top left hand corner, we do have our yellow. Does stream have overlay? No, it doesn't. Our yellow Zerg player, Moon from Reign Supreme. Alright, get that settled up. Barely audible, but that's good for casting. Yeah, that'll work. Overlay Scrub Lord. I know. Alright, so regardless, we're gonna try to keep up with the build, see what's going on. Looks like these guys have both opened up relatively standard. And also a bit of an update. These guys are pretty high tiered. Moon is Masters 1 and Krillmon is a Grandmaster. I didn't see the MMR, so these guys could be light years apart, or they could be, you know, right there next to the ladder with each other. No telling, no telling. We're streaming a little later tonight. I was not quite expecting it to be at this kind of time, but regardless, we're here to have a good time. Can I just PM Miguel? No, I'm gonna try to stick to whatever this music is. I'm not gonna try to get this too focused on music. Most of these guys here are for the game, right? Hatch is gonna finish up here for both these guys. The difference here is Moon's gonna open up with 6 slings, and Krillmon is also gonna open with 6. I thought he was only going for the initial 4. But, that's alright. The standard 6 is pretty customary in the ZVZs, just to make sure you don't die if your opponent decides to open up with a 13-12. I'm here because I'm in the clan, so it's obligations. You're damn right it's obligations. Link's coming out, getting a decent little scout, making sure there's no hidden Banes somewhere that could really surprise Krillmon. I'm here because Gale would hate me otherwise. Nah. I love having as many of you guys that are in the chat as possible, because it always feels good. It also helps deal with the lull in the gameplay, kind of like right now, when there's not really a whole lot happening. Few Lings getting chased around and Overlord getting picked apart, you know, piece by piece eventually. But it gives me something to talk to, someone to talk to. Ain't just saying, just change the title. Yo, I should do that. But I cannot do it currently, so I'm gonna wait that one out. Ling's getting a little bit of a skirmish going on, nothing really too impactful going on. Workers are in favor of Krillmon currently. I imagine we'll see Moon make a round of drones himself shortly. Moon sitting back with the customary safety Bane. You never want to get caught with your pants down. Krillmon gonna get a nice round here on top of the Lings, and we're already presently in between his second and his third. And here's where things start to get a little dicey. Really juicy Bane connection. Bit of a manual detonate there on Moon's side. Slick micro. A lot of Banes up here at the top. Moon's gonna try to move in and see if he can force a cancel onto this hatch, or even snipe it outright. Both players being extremely cautious here. Moon doesn't want to overcommit to trying to kill this, because, you know, Banes are pretty good. Let's see, so Krillmon's actually going in for a lot more Banes to reinforce, and is actually setting down his Roach Warren on top of it all. So he's interested in trying to transition here. Moon still opting go with more Lings. He is finally going to throw down his Roach Warren, but he's in a, you know, he's in a pretty okay spot right now. He's not at the point where he has to force a decision. Moon's getting a little bit of a scout, trying to see if there are more Banes following across. Krillmon going to start moving out across the map, though. I imagine he's going to make a beeline for the third here of Moon, seeing if he can cancel it or not. Bane is coming down, going to find another really solid, juicy connection. Bane's here of Krillmon, getting ready to reinforce this. Meanwhile, we do have Lair coming in on the way, so Krillmon's going to start really trying to set that transition up and get moving comfortably. 7 roaches in production out of Moon, so this is where the difference is really going to start to skyrocket. Another huge Bane connection. These are about as juicy as they're going to get. Looks like Krillmon looking to kind of come in from the left-hand side, seeing if he can get a little bit of damage off here. Moon is going to be reinforced here with his safety Banes. Krillmon going to take a bit of a worker advantage right now. Anyway, he's gonna leave. Good luck, Reign Supreme. Gotta go for that 3-0 in Clan Wars. Yeah, Antis, you are playing tonight, man. Moon actually has a very scary little roach army coming out across the map here. Krillmon's going to have enough here to start to get ready to defend. But it's all going to come down to positioning, a lot of biles. We'll have to see how it goes. Both these guys being really respectful of one another, trying to get a gauge of how each other decides to play. So, to my knowledge, I think these are best of ones and the next player goes up. I don't know if this is Pro League format or if it's all kill. Kind of will make a bit of a difference. Moon is going to be positioned out kind of, you know, away from his bases here, but Krillmon's going to get ready to turn on the pressure a little bit. Moon made a bit of a few drones here, and we have a Spire transitioning coming out of Krillmon. The defender's advantage here is hopefully going to try to kick in here for Moon. No bias, right? Krillmon, realizing he might not have enough, he's just going to go ahead and waddle his way back on home, while these roaches do not have speed. Neither team has speed, actually. Krillmon's gonna have speed quite a bit earlier than Moon is, though. But on the contrary, Moon's gonna have his +1 missiles, so it's gonna come down to like seeing how hard one person can hit versus how fast someone can hit it, I guess. King of the Hill format, best of 7. Okay. So it's like points are scored regardless, I guess. So this could actually end up being really close, if I'm thinking about this correctly. A little bit of a minor skirmish over here. Man, the Moon is getting some crazy value out of the banes he makes today. Spire for Moon is also coming in. I don't think he's even seen this. The +1 air weapons is on the way. So far, no Mutalisk have been... I say that, there's 9 right there. So this could get interesting pretty quickly. I do find it kind of interesting how both players have opted to go for the Spire tech. Krillmon looking to, you know, maybe try to get a little bit of a Ling run by, but these roaches are probably going to say no to that here very quickly and painfully. The spy here is still not quite completed here for Moon, but he does see that the Mutalisk are out for his opponent. So, you know, it kind of makes you wonder, like, what's he going to try to do about this? Is he going to bank gas and try to go for a huge Hydra switch? Or is he just going to try to match his opponent's Mutas? Muta versus Muta in these ZVZ games always turn into these really scrappy, like, low economy games with a lot of static defense. That's my experience in ZVZ. Moon gonna try to make a beeline over here, seeing if he can snipe the hatch. May not try to overcommit to this. And there's nothing that shoots up, so these Mutas are going to have a field day with these roaches. I need some water. Ooh, it's hot. So Moon is going for a few Mutalisk of his own. His opponent obviously has quite a few more than he has, but it's all going to kind of come down to the engagements. Upgrades are also going to be in favor here of Krillmon. Really trying to poise to strike. Neither player really wants to overcommit to seeing what's going on, but I do like the way how Krillmon's doing this. He's pulling Moon apart, and the entire time he's letting these Mutalisk keep chipping away at this Roach army. You guys may not have noticed, but the ball keeps getting smaller and smaller. Meanwhile, Moon's going to try to hit a run-by over here on the gold base of Krillmon. And now we have some awkward Muta fights. Not sure what's up with that. He actually got the base up here. Can't go too wrong with that. Krillmon saying, you know what? You may get my base. That's not going to fly. I'm going to have to come do something about that. So he's going to probably try to turn on some pressure. Just kidding. He's going to go back home. He has a lot of roaches here. I don't know if his Muta switch initially was kind of trying to trigger into a like a Hydra bait, but Moon happened to respond with Mutalisk instead, which are kind of makes for an interesting event. Krillmon gonna, you know, move over here to the gold base, seeing if he can get a cancel on this. He more than likely will, as nothing of Moon shoots up. And the Roach ball continues to grow. He does see this though. The Mutas are out. And if he's able to get his Roaches on top of this with a Mutalisk, he can probably hold. Not if he's trying to file down a choke though. His opponent looking to go for the drones instead. I don't know how many drones went down, but we're gonna go with all of them. This is turning into a scrappy game. But Krillmon is sitting at a very comfortable 57 workers to Moon's 28. Not really looking too hot here. And the chase begins. 29 workers? How do you know that? I really do need some water though. I thought I don't have any water bottles over here. That is a lot of Mutalisk. Looks like Chromon went back into Mutas. And he should easily win this fight here. Especially with Moon being on a bit of a move command. And now it's just up to... I can't see what the hell is happening. Chromon is going to take the first victory here for Eternal Dreamers. Good game, well played. Can't ask for too much more out of that. Alright, who's next, boys? Who is next on the roster, actually? Maybe... Viper? I'm not sure. I think we'll try to put Strobe third. Oh, excuse me. So let's get you in here, Viper. You're not on StarCraft. We need you on StarCraft, my man. Who's next? Not ours? What do you mean? I mean, I don't really mind. It's whatever. I don't see you. Are we not friends on StarCraft? I guess we're not. I don't know, either way, someone needs to come on and play. We're, I don't like downtime. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna grab a quick bottle of water while these guys are getting their map veto set up. Bueno. Truth hopping in the chat saying GG. Welcome to the stream, my man. Baby Bean left the party. I think he was the streamer for Eternal Dreamers. Strobe is next. I mean, I don't care who plays. We just need to get moving. Oh, I am a part of I don't know if there is a specific lineup anywhere. I didn't get a chance to see it. That's alright. Oh, I'm party leader. I am the champion now.
If you let me walk away, maybe then we'd lose it all. No. Who am I to let you?
I don't know. Strobe may have come in with like the expectation of thinking he was playing against diamonds or masters. I'm not sure. Because generally, when you do these kind of clan events, you see the levels scale up. So like you would see your, your diamonds play, your masters play, and then eventually you get your GMs towards the end of the event. But we are coming out swinging, or rather the Eternal Dreamers are coming out swinging. They're leading with a Grandmaster player, which is alright. I think the format was agreed upon. It was just whoever is there plays, and that's where it goes. Me Odyssey? I'm about it. Oh. Whoops. Not my first time doing this. I get these games rolling. Truth is the clan leader of Eternal Dreamers? Cool. Maybe you've lost to me before on ladder. Coming out swinging. I don't know, Antis is, he's pretty good. We are waiting on Old Junior to accept the invite. We can get rolling. Yo, Truth, nobody ever got back to me letting me know if you guys have a streamer or not. There we go. Why was that? Why was it easy that time? Yeah, I think I was waiting to hear some feedback from someone with the name Bean, trying to see if he was going to co-cast with me or not in his stream from his end, but I never got any word back from him. So I guess we're jumping into no streamers, just me. Feels bad, man. Looks like he is sick, so that is a bit unfortunate. Till the next time. If all things go smooth, then I have no issues getting another clan event scheduled with you guys, and we make this an often thing. Sorry, guys. Strobe saying, "Let's go, boys."
Yeah.
Oh, there's a follow, but I don't have the notification set up properly, so I have no idea who that is. I apologize. Give a quick shout out to yourself, whoever it was in stream. In the Twitch chat. Oh, it was you, Viper? I don't know if you're trolling or not. I think you're trolling. Surely you followed before, right? Right? Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, spawning down here in the bottom right hand corner, currently leading for Eternal Dreamers, we have our green Zerg player, Krillman. Krillman. Is it Krillman or Krillman? I don't know. He'll have to correct me at some point or another. Strobe is a Terran player. Yep.
Yeah.
Another follow. Appreciate it, mysterious person. I have no idea who you are, but I do appreciate it. Anyway, spawning up here in the top left-hand corner. That's 3 in a row. Oh man. Who do you have? Strobe, our red Terran player. All the follows. Man, I really need to figure. Oh. Okay. So, there've been a turn of events. Actually, did he? Yo, he just barely missed this. Gonna get some stinky cheddar coming up here real quick. And, probably gonna go for a 3 racks Reaper. That's gonna be my guess. As the... Oh, this is bold. He didn't even wall his ramp. That is really bold. But 4 racks, yes. Okay, this is actually not gonna be Reapers. It's just gonna be Marines. Not sure what he's taking the gases for. Could be maybe for some sort of factory. Maybe a factory follow-up, I don't know. A little too early to tell. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, these fucking gnats are killing me. Anyway, so Marines coming out. I imagine he's going to try to sit back and wait till he has a decent little group. He doesn't want to tip anything off, but the Lings are actually not going to go towards the way he thought it was. Oh, the Overlord's going to tip him off though. What is that emote? Immediately, Chromon's going to evacuate. The jig is up, boys. It's time to go. Gonna start spreading creep as quickly as he can. Strobe's just gonna try to gun down the queen, looks like. Meanwhile, it's just going to continue to rally Marines. Kermon's response is going to be to throw down a spine, get some roaches out, and get some more queens. Yeah, the creep tumor was actually really big. I almost expected Strobe to try to kill the creep tumor instead. But he may just try to target down the spawning hole. That would actually be kind of annoying. But the Roach Warren is already out. The tech is there. There is no gas being mined here for Chromon, so that could be a bit of a problem. But the extra Lings coming out of this hatch are going to clean this up. And I do believe that is going to be a very solid hold. And Chromon should run away with the game. Glad to see Strobe taking that one seriously. Alright. Regardless. Kermon going on a pretty good little tear. So now we have Viper coming in. Which I'm not friends with on StarCraft, apparently. Hey, that was interesting. That's a good way to put it. A little disappointed out of that one. Viper going to go ahead and request Ascension Ire. This is actually usually a pretty fun map. Eternal Dreamers going up 2-0 right now. Looking to be in a pretty good spot. Gonna get game number 3 underway We do have a best of 7. Both players are ready. We can get rolling. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. It's been a little bit since we've actually been able to have a clan war. You know, a lot of our guys have been in and out. So, finally feels good to sit down and get a fun team to play against. One of the last events we had, the opposing team was very BM, and you know, it's nice to see some clean fun. I say that in the last game was cheese, but you know, it's all fun. It's part of the game. Get this overlay switched on over, and we can get going here. On the top left-hand corner, representing Eternal Dreamers, we do have the green Zerg player, Krillmon. Going up 2-0 right now. And spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Reign Supreme, we've got our yellow Zerg player, Viper. Should be a pretty interesting game. Viper is known for hitting some fun and interesting builds, and Krillmon looks like he's a very solid, just general macro player, you know, can't go wrong with that. Looks like we're going to get a pretty standard hatch gas pool build, most likely. That's gonna be my guess. Hatch gas pool. Pretty standard game here. Where's that extra? Okay, I was really confused. I was like, where's that extra, you know, supply at? Both of the guys have even army and workers, but it evened itself out. Viper going to actually go ahead and take his gas. Pool is going down here as well. Pretty much an identical build. Yeah, literally identical build. This is always fun to watch. Like right here with the production value, which is the exact same. Krillmon actually coming out on the slightly faster edge. I mean, like, even in GM, like, the half seconds don't matter as much as they could. I know at the highest pro levels they really do, but you know, this is negligible. Looks like this is going to be a really just a standard game here. I think Snoot will win game 4. Oh, I forgot the WCS is going on right now. Spoilers, boys, I guess. I guess Snoot is in game 4 against Kalazer. Krillmon not too interested in chatting. Oh, maybe he is. I am a fan of Snoot myself. I like watching him play. Kalazer did earn quite a bit of respect for me though in his GSL versus the world, being the only player, the only foreigner to actually step up and take a game. So that was kind of neat. Pretty much the exact same thing here going on. The 2 links coming in. Viper was making a beeline for the Zelnaga towers. It is going to get cleaned up over here. At least one of them are. Other Ling has bailed in favor of taking this Zelnaga tower instead. I like the decision. He knew the Lings were on the right-hand side, and he wanted to keep a scout out of that. I hear Lings fighting. There it is. Both players going for Bane Nest, and the exact same location. Looks like, you know, Viper may have his a little bit earlier. So a Spore trick. Oh, I guess he was... Oh, the drone nearly died. Okay, I see. But Krillmon is kind of in he's kind of in Viper's face, you know, he's poking in and out. And he's gonna actually be quite a bit annoying here. He's gonna force a cancel, and he's gonna get the drone out of this. Meanwhile, he has got his 3rd base up and almost running. It's about 3/4 of the way done. Krillmon gonna sit back and just do his thing. Make a few more Lings. Throw down his hatch and play pretty standard. You know, there's no reason not to at this point. I imagine he's going to try to swoop back in here and see if he can cancel the 3rd once more. The battle for the Zelnaga tower. And Krillmon will take that victory as well. Viper actually getting a few Banes up here into his 3rd, being wise about it. Has a few safety Banes here in his Nat, going to see if he can try to trigger some really juicy connections. We know Moon in the previous game was actually getting some really, really nice ones. No 1v1 between the Lings, no honor. Both these guys pretty even in just about everything here. Greenlings ganged up on the yellowlings. Discrimination, man. Looks like Viper actually has quite a few lings. He's going to try to poke in here. See if he can get some damage done. Roaches are coming out for Krillmon. Vane's finding some really pretty okay connections. I was going to say really, really good ones, but not entirely. Oh, manual detonation there. A bit premature, but I think these roaches are going to be more than enough to clean this up. More lings are being rallied out across the map as +1 melee has been researched. So we may see Viper continuing to try to push in with more lings instead of trying to transition to roaches. Saw another huge round of lings being made. Kermon gonna go ahead have a few roaches set up in his third, just trying to be safe as possible. Viper's actually gonna gun it into his main, see what kind of damage he can get. Maybe try to focus down the queen. No, he's just going to try to target fire a few of these drones. Two of them have gone down. Meanwhile, the roaches down here in the third are going to get surrounded. A few of them anyway. I mean, whatever little bit of damage you can get is going to be nice. Really good splits here, trying to avoid the maximum amount of damage that the Banes were able to try to get off. And he's going to clean these roaches. He may actually get this base outright. It doesn't look like there's too much here to reinforce here out of Krillmon. Yep, he's absolutely going to get the hatch. He's going to run away from the broodlings. Sort of. No, he's going to attack larva. Okay, that's fine. You do your thing, man. So now the tables have turned. Looks like Viper is actually the one with the third base. He's not mining off of it, but he is using it for production. And Krillmon is at a pretty solid work advantage, but workers don't mean nothing if you don't have an army behind it. This is a lot of lings. They're at +1. They eat, man. They eat. How heartbreaking would it be to just see like 2 or 3 Banes just sit back here? He's going to start trying to get some damage off here. Roaches are going to try to wall off the ramp, but not able to get it. GG is called, and Viper is going to finally put Reign Supreme on the leaderboard. Pretty good game. +1 lings are actually pretty interesting. You don't see those around a whole lot. Now we can wait for Eternal Dreamers to get their next player ready to go. Hope you guys are enjoying the content tonight. Having some really fun games. Nothing but zero. Well, no, there were some Marines. Very, very shortly. It was a very short life. Need a bigger desk. I really do. Little things, man. Little things. Next player? I don't usually ask, but I try to get like as little amount of downtime in between the games as possible. That's definitely the way I like to run the events, but you know, it's not always gonna happen, because sometimes things happen or a player steps away from their keyboard for a little bit. You know, finding a player. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Game Bomber has been a awesome dude to communicate back and forth with. He is not frustrating, which goes a long way. No complaints here out of these guys. So what are the predictions for tonight, ladies and gents? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna be that guy. What do y'all think are the predictions? I'm a caster, I'm a neutral party. Or actually, let's check up on the, I don't know how many of you guys care, but I kind of do. Let's see, what is it? Smash GG? Yeah. I'm gonna check out the bracket right now between the WCS people right now. See, it looks like Snoot and Kalazur are still going head to head. I love it. It's funny. Oh, my bad. Fenris Wolf coming in. Looks like he is a Masters 1 player. 2014 GM. Finally, we get some Terran, though. We get some Terran. Catalina. I wish you could just like hit enter and it just goes through like all the top search results or whatever, but Blizzard doesn't like people to have easy ways. Ferris Wolf is on ET&D? Yeah, says he is. Channel Dreamers, yeah. One of the original guys, the OGs. Viper giving me the ready. His moon. No. Rip. Sorry, Moon. Let's get going. I actually don't get to cast a whole lot of games on Catalina. Bit of a different map. A lot of people veto it right off the bat just because of how strange it is. So, getting the scores set up. Oh, nope. There we go. And best of 7. Spawning down here in the bottom-ish quadrant of the map. We do have our blue Terran player, Fenris Wolf, representing Eternal Dreamers. Want to tell me where you are? In my bedroom. And spawning up here in the upper quadrant of the map, we do have our yellow Zerg player, Viper, representing Reign Supreme. Coming off a pretty hot win over a Zerg player, so we'll have to see how much he decides to change. Oh, no worries, man. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments he decides to make playing against a Terran player. Throwing down a hatch. Looks pretty standard so far. Looks like it's just going to be a very standard gas hatch pull. Where's the pull? Yeah, there's the pull. You know, this is about as standard as a standard could be. And we also have a Reaper coming out, so looks like it's actually going to make a beeline and get a good scout off on where Viper is located at. Fenris Wolf checking out over here on the left-hand side. Should probably be a tell once you see no creep. Or seeing the direction the Overlords are coming in is also a good tell here. That barracks placement. Is that not a wall? No, it's a wall. That's not a wall. It very well may be, you know, detrimental to our Terran players' health. What's going on, Moon? You doing all right? A little bit of early scrimmage here. Might actually get the drone. Nope, he is going to transform it into the Spore. This Reaper is going to town. Viper chasing it off of creep. This Reaper is putting in a tremendous amount of work. He's actually going to get 4 kills out of this. He's going to die, but he got the scouting information off, and he got everything he needed. Which is better, Gale commentary or in-game chat commentary? Oh. Feels bad, man. Oh, another Reaper has actually come out. I didn't realize that he made two. But regardless, that's actually going to really delay the third base here out of Viper. You guys are mean, man. Thought we had love here, man. So we are going to go ahead and get a reactor set up on the racks. Probably going to see Hellions. That's going to be my best guess. Yeah. The Starport coming out. Probably going to be the Hellion Banshee style that has been extremely popular the past couple weeks, I guess. Reaper still trying to find a little bit of damage, being as annoying as can be. It's gonna hop back in. This is a massive main base, so creep does not cover all of the corners. That is a lot of unspent larva there. Bane Bust coming down here, or not a Bane Bust, but a Baneling Nest on the way here for Viper, with 22 more lings coming in. Thinner's coming in here with a third CC right off the bat. Gonna try to go ahead and make that into an orbital. Viper's going to... He actually sees everything that's here. He knows that there are Hellions. His Overlord is in a really good position, and nothing can shoo it away currently. Looks like he is making a Marine to do probably just that. Two racks following up with the Banshee on the way. Have not seen Cloak being researched yet. But these Hellions are actually going to find some amazing value. All the lings have lined up about as straight as they could be. SCVs have joined the fight. I'm not sure if they're repairing or fighting. But all but 2 lings out of that engagement have survived. Or, yeah, survived. More lings coming out across the map. The Hellions finding plenty of damage. We have focused down the bunker, so if there were Marines, they would not have anywhere to hide. That's for sure. Hellion still getting in a really solid position, kind of kiting these things as long as possible. He's not really forced to engage as long as the Banshee's here, so he can technically keep the lings at a, you know, do-si-do the whole time. 5 SCVs have gone down, but he's still ahead. He's sitting at 37 workers versus 26, and all of these lings here are going to get cleaned up. Looks like he has jumped to plan B, decides to throw down the lair, get the Roach Horn set up. And Fenrir's looking a little bit more cautious about trying to move out. Gonna go ahead and get some nice repairs off to make sure those Hellions stay nice and secure. The Banshee could give this guy high ground vision if he brought it over. I'm not sure if it actually can see it yet. Nope, not yet. Fenrir's finally deciding to move out. There's not really a whole lot here to fear. Oops, sorry about the production tab, guys. Meanwhile, Viper is trying to drone behind this. He may not have anything here to try to defend against these Hellions. This could be trouble. Still no lings or any sort of offensive unit is in production here for Viper, so these things are going to have free reign over the Zerg player's third base. These Hellions are actually in a pretty nasty concave. It's going to be really hard to find a lot of surface area around that. The Queen trying its best to get whatever damage it can, but the Hellions are going to lose maybe 2 or 3 and head on out. No reason to overstay your welcome. 2 more racks coming in. Stem about halfway done. Could see some sort of crazy bio follow-up behind this, which is actually kind of nice to see. Usually you do see a heavier mech follow into this. Usually maybe Thors or tanks, but bio's going to be neat. Finally, the third CC is going to go ahead and pick up and try to find a nice new home. I imagine it'll be right here. Or maybe not. No, he's going to try to take it over here to the left. A lot of these SCVs coming out, they're going to be rallied out. He may actually lose quite a few of these. Looks like he's a little slow to pull them back. 6 have gone down. And the worker supply is slowly starting to even out here a little bit. Not really anything here in the net, so we may see Viper try to do some sort of crazy aggression with Banes. Regardless, we do see Hydralisk and the +1 missiles coming on. So it just looks like it's going to be a pretty standard Hydraling Bane follow-up behind this. A lot of these SUVs going for the long distance mining, getting their cardio in. CC has finally landed. The Banshee is actually going to come out. Imagine it has spotted all of these Banes. The other Banshee is going to make a beeline for the main. Looks like the second Banshee has decided to follow. Viper trying to stay active on the map best he can, but he needs to have something here in his main to defend against these. He has Ace forward, which is nice. Actually, I don't know if these Banshees have cloak or not. Could be mistaken, but I don't think they do. Queen gonna shoot these things out best they can, but the drop is gearing up. It's gonna start coming on out. Bane speed just about to finish, which is going to be pretty nice to have. Looks like Viper's going to be more interested in trying to defend his third base, but the supply is jumping ahead here for Fenris. He's looking in a very solid position. Vikings running around. The Spirit of Pult lives within all Terran players nowadays. May actually get picked off. The Hydralisk may be able to get in range of it. It's gonna be close. Nope, not quite. Scan's coming down, so looks like Fenris knows exactly what Viper has, at least in this spot. He's gonna try to find a place to put this drop. Looks like he's content with just trying to take out an Overlord instead. May see him load back up and try to go in for the main with the Banshee support. Gonna get another Overlord. Combat Shield's just about to finish up as well. Can't go wrong with all this. It's a neat little icon. I've never seen that before. The skull. Almost looks like a Ling skull, maybe? Not sure how that works out. Looks like there was a bit of a drop over here. Was there a drop? I don't know if there was a drop, actually. Yeah, there was. Okay, there's a dropper lord. The main is so huge, it takes a little bit to try to figure it out. Meanwhile, it looks like Viper is going to try to turn up some sort of aggression. There are tanks and plenty of bio here. The bio is going to go ahead and pre-split. The supplies don't lie, guys. I mean, this is not going to be easy here for Viper to try to push into. The tanks are in a really solid position, but there's no medevacs here, and that was a huge overstim. Are there actually any medevacs? Looks like there's 2 in production. Gonna come over and try to get some sort of healing off. One of the... Okay, hang on one second, guys. This is actually just going to be a slaughter. The Banes are gonna come in. They're not gonna find any damage. Fenris gonna go ahead and take it up to 3-1 for Eternal Dreamers. Pretty solid game, I do must say. And to saying rip, I guess I do need to play. That's alright, man. Come on in. The water's warm. Junior looks like he's still stuck in the game. I do must say. So we will be waiting for Antis to log on and jump in here and get on here with us. Kata, our Abyssal, and Odyssey? So whatever's left. Mech, Interloper, Acolyte. I think that's right. Looks like Antis is gonna go for Interloper. Now, like, why can't I just hit enter right there? The mod's already selected, just like enter, 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 done. Oh, my bad. Just saying, I just don't want to make depot. Interloper is fine. All right. And just ready to go. As you can repeat the map, you just can't repeat the map consecutively. Gotcha. I was confused, my bad guys. Both players are ready to go though. We've got another ZVT. This should actually be pretty fun. Interloper is arguably like a pretty good map here for Terran. There's a lot of really nasty chokes that Terran can abuse with tanks. So we'll have to see how Antis decides to adjust to this. I've seen some crazy macro games go down here. So, spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Bottom right-hand corner, excuse me guys. I know my lefts and rights. We do have Fenris Wolf, the blue Terran player representing Eternal Dreamers. And spawning up here in the top left-hand corner, we do have our red Zerg player representing Reign Supreme. We do have Antis. Antis is a pretty standard player. Looks like Fenris is also a pretty standard macro player. Really nice to see. I like seeing these head-to-head games like this where there's not a whole lot of cheese. Looks like he's fixed whatever minor issue he may have had the previous game with the gap in between the walls. But he's good to go for now. Not sure where this Overlord's going, quite honestly. Is there like a path for it? I want to know. Oh, he's going all the way around through here, I guess. He must be checking for proxies. That's actually really early for proxies, I think, but these guys are well above my pay grade, so I'm not going to critique one way or another. Regarding decision making, anyway. I mean, like, I can point out the obvious things, but maybe not the very specific things. Fenris could, I guess you could try to play it off as saying Fenris only sees a single Overlord. Maybe not seeing the second Overlord could throw him off. The timings could be a little off or something like that. How did the pile of rocks get selected? Fenris gonna come in here, get a full scout off, sees what's going on, realizes nothing too crazy is happening. The pull's almost finished. The hatch is coming down here for Antis. It's almost finished as well. And this is where the standard ZVTs are gonna start getting rolling. Another command center here, or command center here out of Fenris. Imagine we will see a Reaper. Reaper's already out. I'm gonna wait, guys, I swear. Love to see how Antis decides to hold off against the Reaper. Fenris actually did a really good job cleaning up the Lings in the previous game against Viper. Ooh, the target fire, it actually went down and sniped the lowest health Ling. Pretty slick micro. Yo, gotta think for once, how did Antis ever come up with a name? You know what, man? There's some questions I can't answer, and that's gonna be one of them. I like how he has this Overlord positioned up here, kind of at the corner of the map, or corner of his main. Imagine he could use it to spot some sort of drops that may be coming in a little bit earlier. That may be what these Overlords are for. Ling speed gonna finish up here, and we're gonna get Overlord speed as well. Junior said, yeah, definitely, but I'm not sure what he may be referring to. Overlord gonna come in here into the main, gonna get a full scout out to see what's going on. He does see the second factory, so this could be some sort of tell as to the fact that he may be playing mech. Reactor is coming down here on top of this current factory, so it may be pushing out a ridiculous amount of Hellions. It looks like he's going to swap this out here for another reactor. There's a PM, sorry, wrong chat. No problem. I'm curious to see which way he wants to try to start taking this. Cyclones. Yo, so he's, looks like he's going to try to turn up some aggression here and see what kind of damage he can get done. Antis is going to break down the rocks down here in the bottom left-hand corner, and he's just not going to see this coming in. He should have enough here to start pushing this back at least a little bit. Not getting it overzealous, he is going to push, you know, he's not going to overcommit here with the links. The Waking Queen's getting pulled back. He was actually trying to target it down. Realized he was putting his Hellion at risk and bailed on out. So Antis also sees the Cyclones here. He realizes that this is going to be some serious aggression, and he's gonna need to figure out what he wants to do immediately. Layer coming down. There are roaches out, but Cyclones melt roaches, especially in small numbers. Maybe a Hellbat Cyclone push, looks like. Pretty fair statement to make. And he's actually going to get the repair off too on top of these Hellions, so getting as much value for these things as he can get. This is quite a few Hellions coming out. A lot of Cyclones. Antis has quite a few coins down here. He's going to go ahead and start getting a Spine Crawler up. He may actually end up getting hit right before this finishes. No, okay, it is going to finish, but there are plenty of coins here. The roaches here are going to add into this. This is a lot of Terran power coming in right here. This is a lot of roaches though. He may be able to clean this up. Transfuses are good here coming out of the queens. He's going to keep these alive as long as he can, getting his most amount of value. But this is a lot of Terran army. Looks like there was a target firing coming down, but may have ended up doing more harm than good. Regardless, looks like Antis is actually going to hold and take quite a bit of a lead here. In supply, anyway. 36 army to 12 is actually not too bad. Should bring SCVs to repair on the Cyclones? Yeah, that'd actually be really good too. That's super hard to deal with. Antis, once again, poking back in here to the main with the Overlord, trying to make sure he knows exactly what his opponent wants to do. He sees that his opponent is still continuing to produce Cyclones here, so he knows he can't get too comfortable yet, but he's going to try to get some counter-aggression off right off the bat. Singular Link trying to be a hero, trying to come in. Cyclone's going to try to target down these rocks. Looks like Antis was contemplating whether he wanted to commit to this or not. Oh, a few of these roaches are actually going to get sectioned off. One of them got trapped and actually did die. That one might be completely trapped. That's sort of awkward. I've never seen the rocks claim a victim. One roach is dead, the other one's trapped. Or it might just not be hotkeyed, I don't know. Looks like Fenris is going to try to take his third here, start trying to defend this location best he can. Antis looking to be pretty content with the hold and feeling like he's ahead, so he's just going to go ahead, slap down his fourth, and start gearing up for the longer game. Hydralisk have come into the play, so we make it like Roach Hydra. That could be a thing. Here's where these rocks being broken down is actually going to play out to Antis' favor. He's going to force these Hellions to come in through this central choke here, if he is interested in finding some additional damage. But looks like he's actually just going to loop around up here to the top of the fourth and try to see what kind of damage he can get there. Antis has plenty of Overlords in position though, so he sees it and immediately starts gearing to head on over that way. Looks like he had a small counterattack of roaches geared up, or he may just try to actually catch these as they're coming back down out of this choke. Yeah, a lot of these are actually going to get cleaned up. This is a pretty nice sandwich, except he just lets him get away. Gonna see some Hellion jukes. Definitely could have been a lot worse. So Ferris Wolf is feeling pretty okay right now. Looks like Antis wants to open up the map, break down a few of these rocks. Meanwhile, these Hellions are going to push back in once again, but there's rocks still. Zerg really does like having a very open map, especially in these ZVT scenarios where you can try to get the best surrounds you can possibly get. Or maybe loop around some tanks that may have been sieged up. Hey, he's gonna break all these rocks open. Vikings are being produced. I imagine they are to try to thwart or try to swat away any overlords coming out. There's quite a few tanks here. More tanks being produced. Here's where this map really starts to swing towards Terran's favor. It all these really nasty chokes. The barracks here on top of it, that's going to force an even smaller choke. That's a pretty nice little touch. I never noticed that before. And just content with just kind of chilling out right here. Wait until he has all the army that he wants. That is a nasty line of tanks. That is not something you can just easily push into. Looks like a few of these Hellions going to get picked off. A few of the other ones going to keep trying to run away. But a few of them were on move command. One of them are... Yeah, one of them are gonna find safety. Huh, the Viking actually got that Overlord, but it was returned. Needs Vipers? Yeah, Vipers are actually going to be really good here, especially if you can get Blinding Cloud off on top of these tanks. This is a lot of mech army. The thing is, with Zerg though, if you can hit before the Terran is able to max out, then you're going to be in good shape. Anytime before then though, you know, it's going to be rough. Antis feeling pretty comfortable. Gonna go ahead and slap down his 5th base. Got a little bit of creep up here on the top side of the map as well. The tank spread here is actually just phenomenal. Because of the way these are spread out, even if he did have Vipers, he would need multiple for Blinding Clouds, because one Blinding Cloud would not catch as many of these tanks as he needs. Ooh. Commentating late at night, guys, it kills me. These tanks really going to try to find a really nice, solid position to get into to secure the 4th base here. These tanks are shelling away. Oh my, that is so painful to watch. 6 Vipers are in production. Antis knows the keys to victory here. Just the question is, can he use them? Antis actually going to try to break down these rocks here. Hellions gonna see if they can find some sort of damage once again. There's a few Lings and a Queen here, but these are Blue Flame. Wow, those Lings evaporated. And as will this Mineral Line. 10 drones have fallen, 12 more to follow. And looks like the Hellion is finally gonna get cleaned up. Viper's trying to get as much energy as they can. Looks like we're going to see Raven upgrades. So we may see a bit of a Raven switch. He scans, he knows this is what's coming in. He's going to, I imagine, to start getting his tanks into position. He may catch them unsieged. He immediately sieges back up, realizes that was a horrible idea. That's an easy way how to blow all of your tank supply. This is just so many tanks. The Ravens here are actually really going to help out against the Hydralisk with the PDDs. It's almost like they're not part of the army anymore. (3-3) on the way here for Antis. Looks like he's going in for a few Corruptors, so Macy Broods. Do we have the Greater Spire yet? We do. Well, actually threw down 2 Spires going in for the Spire upgrades. Now the question is going to be, can he take this engagement properly? So that's where this all comes down to. I'm curious if he's going to go for Blinding Clouds or Abducts. Blinding Clouds will seem to be the answer, and he's going to try to push in here as hard as he can. Abduct's coming out, yanking as many of these tanks in as he can. And the Terran supply is falling very quickly, but there is still plenty of tanks in the back to reinforce this. Missile Turret almost cleans up a Viper, but he's going to pull back just in time. Gonna make sure he stays nice and toasty. Broodlords coming out, 5 of them, in fact. More Hydralisks being researched. And we're gonna go in for, you know, the air armor, or for Zerg. You don't see that a whole lot. Adrenal just now finishing up, +3 missiles about to finish. And here's where things really start to get dicey, because the Zerg player right now needs to continue to find a way how to trade efficiently, to remax, to eventually be able to find a way how to kill the Terran. Spines are actually going to do a phenomenal job of cleaning this up. I don't think these Hellbats are going to get a single drone. Does not look like it. Ooh, a few of the Vikings are going to come out. Try to see if they can snipe off any kind of Broodlord or Viking. Or Viper, excuse me. Ravens are coming out. They're going to try to be apart. Blinding Clouds coming down once again. The Seeker missiles are coming down, and they're going to find some pretty solid damage on top of these Broodlords. Corruptor's still trying to find whatever damage they can. But this base is certainly going to die. And just remaxing almost as quickly as he lost the army. The Vikings here have oh my god, the Vipers have no energy. Not really a whole lot of anti-air here either, so he's gonna be forced to push on back. But not before he will lose one of his Broodlords. There's still a pretty good siege line here guarding this choke, just in case there are some sort of weird Ling run-bys, something of the sort. Speaking of Ling run-bys, looks like he may be interested in doing something of exactly that nature. A lot of Corruptors in production. He does not want to lose any more of these Broodlords. He feels like that's going to be the keys to victory. These Hellion run-bys have been nasty. They're going to keep trying to find whatever damage they can get. We may actually end up cleaning out this mineral line. A lot of the drones are still being rallied over towards this point, but the Hellions are actually trying to target down the spines. So 12 did go down. Could certainly be worse, but the Corruptor's going to piss on top of the base, forcing a mass repair. I don't know if this is exactly worth it, but there's like 2 other there's 2 other CCs there you could be hitting. Hey, you know, to each his own. If he just wants to take a leak, I'm gonna let him take a leak where he wants to take a leak. Who am I to say, damn it? The Adrenalings are actually causing splash damage on top of the tanks. I think the tanks did more damage to themselves than the Lings did. And it's looking like he's in a very solid position at this point. The Raven mass continues to grow, which that may need to be addressed sometime shortly, otherwise that could really become a problem later on in the game. Broodlord's gonna poke in here, trying to find any sort of free damage they can get. The Parasitic Bomb coming down on top of the Ravens, actually. Gonna get quite a bit of damage out of that. Broodlord's still pushing forward, finding all sorts of tank whatnots they can kill. GG is called, and Antis is going to put us back up here. 3-2. Internal Dreamers are actually winning right now. Some really solid games coming here out of both of these teams. Hope you guys are having fun tonight, because I am. I love watching these high-level games. For me personally, I'm a Diamond 2 player. I like to really take note of these GM games and try to apply them as best I can into my own gameplay. So that's where being a caster really, it becomes fun, because you get a chance to watch games you wouldn't normally get to. But all this water catching up to me. Anyone who watches me stream knows that I piss like a racehorse every 30 minutes. I'll be right back, guys.
forget all the wrongs and every reason why we've changed. And there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby. And I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low.
So now we're just waiting on the next pick for Eternal Dreamers.
Just like before, so take it easy, take it easy. Thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. Ended up just like before, so take it easy.
You guys doing alright tonight? Just sit back, watch some cool StarCraft action between two really, it seems like competitive clans here. I'm really enjoying this. Anyone who watches me stream also knows I randomly pull snacks out from, like, nowhere. Snack of choice today is going to be the Fruit Gusher. Not a paid sponsor, but I wish they were. If I can open it. Oh lord. Oh, there's like a tier here. Up here. Take advantage of that. I'm not sure who Shunks was, but someone was talking shit to them earlier in the chat. A Grandmaster player. 32 and 8. Oh, that's not him. Okay. Whoops. I was like, that's impressive. Where's he actually at? Blizzard, fix your shit. Yo, put your snacks the fuck away. No. I refuse. Oh, I'm the organizer. Mortarian, disgusting. Still waiting on 2 people here to accept. Until Donald Trump to make corn dogs illegal? Bullshit. Corn dogs is like a... I don't know how I do that. Corn dogs are the shit. They really are. Especially when you have like the cornbread that's got some like little bits of honey into it. Fucking divine. Can't ask for anything much better than that. Hope you guys really don't mind me eating. It's a friendly clan board, nothing too professional, so I can cast in my pajamas and be okay. I'm not in my pajamas, but hopefully you guys wouldn't mind if I was. I've been requested, give a shout out to Jekka. Looks like that is Junior's girlfriend. Thanks for watching the stream. We appreciate it. We appreciate your patience. 21 viewers tonight. Not a bad turnout. Just a show of hands, if you guys wouldn't mind, how many people are here from Reign Supreme and how many people are here from Eternal Dreamers? Feel free to drop a comment in the chat. Or if you're shy, that's fine too. You don't have to say anything. XRS for obvious reasons. Oh, you can type in the Twitch chat. Get your ass in here. Get your ass in here and come accept this. I'm here to watch Cosm. I'm not sure if that's a typo. Shanks to get rinsed. Pick his gameplay apart, please. Ask and ye shall receive. Yeah, I have no idea what Cosm Shanks mean. Shanks is the player. Yeah. Oh. What map? Again? Sorry. Whistle? Okay. Just Shanks ruined the man's career. I'd never ask for that for somebody. I will roast him if he does something stupid, though. I'll roast Antis too. Even though both these guys are well above my pay grade. Antis is like 6k and Shanks was GM, so I mean, it's good enough. So it looks like we're going back to Abyssal Reef. Our favorite underwater scenery. That many StarCraft players who ladder often are tired of seeing it in the damn ladder pool. I'm not gonna go with it. Anyway, spawning up here in the... Hang on a sec, let me get the scores right. Spawning up here in the top left-hand corner, we do have, representing Reign Supreme, we've got our orange Zerg player, Antis. With shout out to Junior, by the way, for that sick logo. Always cool. And spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Eternal Dreamers. Jesus, the night's getting long, guys. We have Shanks, the Red Terran player, who, shout out to Father Fresh, has asked me to dissect his gameplay and talk shit for the majority of the match. Seems both you guys know each other pretty well. Clanmates, I assume, or something of this sort. Actually, looks like Antis is going to do the same sort of Overlord placement he had in the previous game on Interloper. Coming up top, trying to, I assume, check out any sort of drops that may be coming down from that sort of the corner. And Shanks is playing it about as well as he could play. Yo, my overlay is up. My bad. Shit, guys. My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm human. You're human, I swear. Yeah, can't dissect him yet, because he's playing this pretty well. Unprofessional. Unfollow me. I don't care. Take my career. Ruin my reputation. Looks like we're gonna get a pretty standard Reaper opening here. Once again, 17 hatch, 17 pull, 17 gas, or whatever order that was. I wasn't actually watching it. He's coming out here out of Antis. He's gonna have the Lings out here initially. Going to push this Reaper back, most likely. Or at least keep it busy. Fenris actually had really sharp Reaper micro in some of the previous games we were watching. Curious to see how sharp Shanks is. Almost gets the drone, but it's quick save. He's gonna opt to not overcommit. No Lings have gone down. No units have died currently. The rest for the win. Got some cool supporters out here in the chat. Reaper trying to push in. Queens are promptly landing up. You know, they're gonna be like, you know what? You don't have any business being on creep. Get the hell out. Anyway, hatch coming down. Reaper's gonna come back in here. He's gonna spot it, sees what is going on. Creep Trimmer's coming out here for the Zerg player. Gonna start getting that creep spread moving. Not sure if he was trying to juke or if he was just, I don't know, a bit indecisive. We actually have Overlord speed completing. Did he skip Link speed? Or am I going crazy? Roach is on the way. Roach Warren, rather. Excuse me. I'd like to see... Okay, I don't think these... Oh, they do have speed. I'm blind as a bat sometimes, guys. Reaper's gonna try to push in with the 4 Hellions following behind it. Gonna see what kind of damage he can get. You see a Raven in production as well. Gonna poke in. These Lings are gonna get roasted, nice and toasted. I'm bad at jokes, guys. Jones trying to minimize whatever damage they can. Queen's slowly chewing away. Roaches are in production though. 7 drones have gone down and more will follow. He's not going to overcommit. He's going to go ahead and bail on out. Gonna make sure he can, make sure he has enough back at home to defend this Roach push that he now sees coming. Shanks is like, oh shit, I should get a wall. I don't know what this is specifically, but I don't like it, and we're gonna defend it. Starport, tanks coming out. Ling's coming back in once again. Gonna see what kind of damage they can get. Looks like he was trying to go for a little bit of a wraparound. But roaches are just going to start streaming out across the map. And I think these engineering bays are not going to do the best job here as shields. Getting +1 in the face of your enemy is pretty bold. But looks like it is Antis' turn to return the favor with the drone or the worker damage. Lings are floating in here on top of it. It looks like he can't actually close the depot because he has units on top of it. The tank needs to siege. If the tank can siege, then he's actually going to be able to hold this pretty well. But 16 SCVs have gone down. Mules dropping down instead. I mean, I guess we'll drop mules instead of sieging the tank. That's fine. To each their own. 28 SCVs have gone down. More to follow. 30. This is a really good push. I think this is going to be all she wrote. Shunk's hanging in here as tight as he can. Mule is actually going to go down, and it looks like the SCV is going to try to get some sort of damage off of the Lings. But the Roaches are still present. They have not gone away. They're not going away. 47 SCVs have gone down. Mule's still coming down. He is fighting for as long as he can. He's going to bring the Roaches back over, trying to snipe down the supply depot. But the tank here is going to get wrapped up, and that should be... Oh, fancy micro. He's going to save the tank. I mean, he has 0 workers. Absolutely 0. He's really trying to get as much value for this tank as he can get, but there comes a point when, you know, sometimes you just don't have enough. Like I said, looks like he scans. He realizes his opponent has a 3rd. He's going to have drones on here shortly. Tank finally does die. And I guess that was the final straw. GG is called. And Antis gonna take it on up to 3-3. And we're going on to match point, ladies and gentlemen. For that sick Roach timing attack. Absolute disappointment. Go get on his ass, man. It was well played. It was a good game on both sides. The Roach timing attack is actually really powerful if you don't scout it right off the bat and know what's coming. In terms of his decision making, I think he actually did a pretty good job. Never overcommitted too hard with the Hellions. Got the damage done. Regardless, pretty fun game. Hope you guys are enjoying. I'm out of fruit gushers. Alright, poll chat. Fruit gushers or fruit roll-ups? Give me your opinions. 3, 2, 1, go. One up for gushers. Kitty ignored me, man. Roll-ups. 1 to 1. Oh, rip. Nubergini. Pretty cool guy. Hangs out in our Discord every once in a while. Let's come here to smack talk Shunts. Well, I would have I'd have smack talked him if the game went on a little longer, but I don't know. Looked like a pretty violent ending. Alright, so it looks like we are probably going to have Antis versus Nubergini. Actually, where the corn dogs at? I got any corn dogs, damn it. Leave me alone. You know what I do have? More gushers. Because I'm a little fat ass when I... Anytime I'm streaming, man, I'm comfortable if I'm eating some sort of snack or whatever. I don't give a shit. One of the fruit gusher packs I picked up last night had nothing but red ones in it. This one here's actually got some variety. Like, check that out. Let's go. Some multiple colors. No need to shit talking, he's probably beating himself up over the loss. No, I mean, it's a friendly clan war. There's no money on the line or reputation or whatnot. You were just a group of guys that got together and decided to have some fun. So close. Sponsored by Gushers? I fucking wish. I stream every day. Swear to God. I need to get that Coors Light sponsorship, to be perfectly honest. We'd always be buzzed playing StarCraft. Sponsored by Mountain Dew. Doritos. Do I style my hair? I do. It's not like much of a style, it's just like, here's some gel, and I do this, and I'm just done. If I wake up, shower, and brush it, it's a full afro. Like a full-blown afro. Like, out to here, I shit you not. So like, I'm not the best guy. If you ever roll over in the morning, you look at him, you're like, damn, he was a lot prettier last night. McDepot? Antis hates McDepot. So this could be the tilt. I wonder what this Pro Series is. I don't know. It's the man bun. Negatory, man. I'll only put my hair up if it's like, if I'm being super lazy. So, Nubergini here is actually a friend here out of juniors. Both players ready to go. So let's go on to match point, game number 7. Between Antis and Nubergini. The final match between Eternal Dreamers and Reign Supreme. This has been a very back and forth series this entire time. Antis coming up here. Going 2 in a row. Feeling good. We'll have to see if Nubergini has got the capabilities to stop him. Spawning up here in the top right hand corner, representing Reign Supreme. Oh, have that right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Representing Reign Supreme, we do have Antis, our orange Zerg player. Spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Eternal Dreamers, trying to finally put the nail in the coffin here. We do have Nubergini, our green Zerg player. And here's where we finally find, like, the big lull. Nubergini? Yeah, Nubergini told us from the get-go that he was already part of another team. And we were like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. No hard feelings. So this is actually going to be ZVZ. I don't know why, but I was under the impression that it was ZVT. So ZVZ on this map actually ends up being really, really fun. A lot of awkward angles you can take in big engagements at. And even if you're lower in supply, if you have the right engagement angle, sometimes you'll just outright win it. Nubergini is actually saying, or said that he was familiar with this map, and you can tell that is definitely true based off the path that his overlords are taking. These areas are where the opening lings would actually end up running through. The dead center is blocked up by rocks, so that's kind of out of the option. Pretty standard game so far. Definitely mirror matchup. And just gonna go ahead and throw down that Overlord. Nubergini. Skip the Overlord. He skipped the Overlord in favor of getting the 6 lings right off the bat. Not sure what's up with that. Looks like he was using the hatchet supply and then he makes the Overlord. That's different. I've never seen that done before. But I mean, if it works, then it works. It really shouldn't bother him that bad because he has no larva to spend. So I mean, I guess it works out. And just going to send a singular ling off down through the bottom side of the path just to try to check and see anything that's going on. He should actually bump into these lings here. Yep. Nubergini gonna get a nice round. Gonna pick that single ling off. Antis looks like he's still interested in pushing out across. Gonna throw down the Bane Nest just in case, and both players are going to be in each other's bases at the exact same time. Looks like he's actually trying to cancel the base here for Nubergini, or delay it one way or another. And he's gonna do just that. On the other side, Nubergini is actually doing the exact same thing to him. So literal, it's a literal mirror matchup right now. That's about the best way I can say this. It's finally gonna try to poke in, I imagine. Gonna send a few in. Antis is actually gonna bring the queen down to try to assist in the fight. Looks like he's going to try to escort the drone over. Speed's gonna finish up for both these players right at the exact same time. And he's gonna throw down his hatch. Nope. He's trying to get the wrap around, seeing if he can find some sort of damage. Okay, I'm gonna go on a mini rant. As soon as these lings figure out where they want to go, I'm gonna go on a mini rant. The square here is like the aesthetic where you think the base should go, but it doesn't. Losing that queen there was actually kind of bad. Antis is going to try to hold on to his third base as long as he can. Banes are being morphed in here. One of them is going to cancel. Both are going to cancel. Nubergini actually threw down his third in a separate location, rather than trying to take the standard base up here at the top. Overlord positioning, coming out, finally trying to get a nice and secure place. And just gonna morph in a few safety banes. Just gonna go throw down Nubergini's gonna throw down his Roach Warren and the Evolution Chamber. Antis already starting his +1 missiles. Gonna go ahead and double on up on gas. See what sort of aggression he wants to try to put on here shortly. The big difference here is Nubergini is also going for layer. Doesn't look like Antis has made that transition yet. And he's just not going to throw down the Roach Warren. 6 roaches are in production here for Nubergini. Look like they're going to be rallied on down here to the third. And this is one of the things about this. The base location is it's really awkward to reinforce this spot from your main. Because if you can see, there's this ledge and you have to go all the way around to finally be able to reinforce this. Versus up here at the top, you can usually reinforce this a little bit quicker than if you could down here. Ling's gonna come in and they are going to blow up. No scouting information for you, Antis. Not this time. Roach speed is on the way. Looks like the +1 missiles are going to be roughly around the same time. And the population is, yeah, the army supply is pretty even. The worker advantage goes towards Antis at this point, though. Beginning hangs out with us. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Always welcome in the Discord. Oh, these roaches kind of sleeping here. They could have saved that queen and a few of these drones, but they were taking a smoke break, you know. They were like, yeah, you know, that's not my problem. More roaches are being rallied out here across the map here for Antis. Did he skip layer? Oh no, he has layer. He's just now starting the roach speed though. I feel like he realized that and he stepped on back. This is actually a lot of roaches here for Nubergini. Antis' army supply is larger, but it looks like it's more spread out. Let me see if I can find some extra bit of damage here with the 4 bit of lings. Maybe morphs them into Banes and tries to run to the end of the Nat or something. Who knows? Antis is going to be more than prepared though. He has had plenty of overlords in position. And the concave starts getting to pre-split. Nubergini sees it. He's like, you know what? I've got better places to be. All the drones coming off the line here. Gonna be a bit of a hiccup in the income. Oh hey, that still works here. I didn't know this was built in. Looks like Antis is actually going to start skyrocketing ahead with the income, and army size is going to follow that shortly. For those of you who are a bit unfamiliar with StarCraft, more drones is usually the better way to go. Nubergini actually just made a huge round of workers, all while Antis is getting ready to try to counterattack. Looks like he finally saturated the third base here, but the question is he going to be able to hold it? Both players definitely being really patient, you know, they're poking their opponent, they want to know exactly what's going on. They don't want to overcommit too much. Nubergini actually has Hydras into the mix here, but Antis is also adding on those as well. He's like, you know what, that's a pretty good idea, I should do that as well. +2 is going to finish up about the same time. Antis is going to have a slight bit of a lead, so if they decide to take this fight here, this is going to end up favoring Antis pretty significantly. Yeah, Nubergini actually going in for lurkers too. Lurkers are definitely a game changer if you're not looking for them. They force your opponent to really have to sit back and play your game, you know. It's the best way I can put it. Antis at max supply right now. He's feeling really, really good. 75 workers, the +2. Both players have just finished the +2. Looks like he's been mining here out of this base here for quite a little bit. And is interested in busting down some of these rocks to try to find the best sort of engagement angle he can get. Looks like he's actually gonna get just that. The engagement angle here is gonna be really good here for Antis, but another huge swell of roaches are actually gonna pop back up. Engagement angle is now in favor of Nubergini, but I think Antis just has too much here. Both these players are remaxing almost as fast as they are losing units, but at the end of the day, it looks like Antis is going to come out on top of that fight, and this base is certainly going to die. Curious to see if Antis is still going to try to continue to try and find some more aggression, which there's really no reason to let off the gas if you're at this point ahead. And Nubergini understands that. GG is called, and Antis is going to take the 4-3 victory and seal the deal here for Reign Supreme. This was a fantastic clan war. I had a ton of fun. You guys are always welcome back at Reign Supreme. That was a ton of fun. I can't wait to do that again. Alright, ladies and gents. that is going to be the end of our stream tonight. If you guys have not done so yet, please be sure to follow. We do Clan Wars, you know, every once in a while, not as often as we thought we were going to be, but when we do these Clan Wars, we bring some high quality content. As you saw tonight, nobody here was below Masters 1. There's definitely some really high quality content, a lot of really high quality players. The GMs playing Strobe and Antis are in the top 50, I do believe. And I didn't really get a good chance to check the other GMs, but I know they were definitely up there as well in the rankings. So hope you guys did appreciate it. And I do believe that's all I have to say for tonight. Shout out to Junior for setting this up. Always really fun. But I am going to go ahead and sign on out. So I will see you guys on the next one. This is Gale Force. See you later, guys.